never play with you again. You're not an alley cat, are you, Jennifer? You're the most beautiful kitten in the world. Hi, Mom. Ooh, is that cake for supper?
Mm-hmm, expect it is. Maybe it'll sweeten up a girl around here who seems to need it, from all I just heard.
I'm sorry, Mom. But Carol said Jennifer was an old alley cat.
Oh, is that what made you so angry? If you wait a minute, you can lick the bowl.
Oh, boy. I'll give Jennifer some, too.
Well, what did the Three Musketeers do today?
Oh, Carol wasn't with us. She can't play with Sue anymore, and Sue can't play with her.
They can't? Why not?
Oh, I don't know. It was something that Sue did to Carol or Carol did to Sue. I forget which. Anyway, they told their mothers about it, and they got into a fight. Now Sue and Carol can't play together. And I don't know what to do. If I play with Sue, Carol gets mad. And then if I play with Carol, Sue gets mad. I wish they'd make up.
Well, they both came to your birthday party.
Oh, that was before their mothers found out what happened and said all those things.
No, let's not repeat gossip. Incidentally, we've never gotten around to exchanging the blouses the girls gave you. They were both a little too small, remember?
Mom, can I exchange them all by myself? You said I was getting big enough to do my own shopping now. Can't I, please?
All right, dear. Be a good experience for you. Let's see now. How about going down Tuesday after school? The stores won't be so crowded then. Hmm?
Oh, boy, Mom. That'll be fun. And I'll pick out some real nice ones, too. You'll see. I'll go ask Carol if she wants to come, too, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Jennifer. I just love nights by the fire. Especially when we talk about things Daddy reads from the Bible.
Well, let's see now. Where did I leave off last time, Molly? Do you remember?
It was... Oh, I know. It was about the things Jesus said on the mountain. You said you'd explain that part about an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Yes. Here we are. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist one who is evil. But if anyone strikes you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also.
I still don't think that's fair. Well, strike means hit, doesn't it? Well, then it says, if someone socks me right here, I should turn my head and let them hit me here, too. Jesus didn't mean that, did he?
Let me try to help you understand, honey. Let's say that Carol, now I know she wouldn't do it, but let's just pretend. Let's say that Carol, for no reason at all, pulled Jennifer's tail. What would you do?
I'd be mad. I don't know what I'd do. Maybe I'd pull her hair. Or get even some way.
Well, suppose you did get even. Suppose you hit her, and then she hit you back. There'd be a big battle, and you'd come home crying. You'd say you hated her, and you're never going to play with her again.
Well, I'd probably feel that way. Carol was mean to Jennifer.
But according to Jesus, it wouldn't be right, now would it? Now, let's go back over our story. We're pretending and change it just a little. Let's say that Carol pulled Jennifer's tail, and you were so mad that you hit Carol. But here's where we change the story. Instead of Carol hitting you back, we'll have her just stand there with tears in her eyes. Now, think just a minute before you answer. What would you do if you saw her crying? Hit her again?
No, I don't think I would. Because I don't like to see anybody cry.
Jesus knew that if we turned the other cheek, we'd be living according to the law of love. We'd be doing the right thing. And by our example, teaching others to do the right thing, too.
But what if it doesn't work? Turning the other cheek.
There are some things we do just because we believe in them. And because we want to live God's way, no matter what others do. Besides, hitting back doesn't solve anything. It only leads to more hard feelings and resentment. that when you turn the other cheek, you're loving back instead of hitting back.
I guess Jesus was right then, wasn't he?
But of course, when he spoke about turning the other cheek, Jesus wasn't talking just about someone hitting us. He was talking about all the wrong and hurtful things people say and do. All too often, we plan and wait for the day when we can get even with a person. But Jesus reminds us that God's children are not to give an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth, but to turn the other cheek, to forgive, just as God loves and forgives us.
But it's an awful hard thing to do, isn't it?
You stay out of there, Ben Hanson. That brew isn't done yet.
Just testing, ma'am. When do you expect Molly back?
She'll be along any minute now. Stores close at 6. She can't stay much later.
You know, those girls are like the Three Musketeers.
There's only 2 musketeers now, I'm afraid. There's been a parting of the ways.
Oh, what happened? Somebody pulled somebody's hair?
A little more than that, I guess. Sort of a misunderstanding. Seems Sue did something to Carol, or Carol did something to Sue. Nobody seems to remember just exactly what. Anyway, their mothers got into a misunderstanding over it. Now they've forbidden the girls to play with each other. Sort of puts Molly in an awkward position.
Now, if that isn't silly. I'm glad you've got more sense than to get mixed up in Molly's squabbles.
Well, it doesn't pay, Ben. Children are quick to anger, but just as quick to forgive. Grown-ups are apt to brood over a situation, build it up in their minds. They don't seem to know how to forgive and forget. Here comes Molly now. We're in here, honey. Well, you wore one of your new blouses home.
Hey, that's real pretty.
Oh, that's a lovely blouse, dear. You certainly made an excellent choice. Well, let's see what the other one's like. What's the matter, dear? Couldn't you exchange Sue's blouse? What is it, Molly? Darling, what's wrong?
I did something awful.
Oh, hadn't you better tell us about it?
I stopped at Sue's house, just like Mom told me to do, to find out where she bought the blouse. Carol waited at the side of the house, so Sue wouldn't see her and get mad because we were going downtown together. And so Sue's mother wouldn't see her. But Mrs. Allen must have watched us coming down the sidewalk because she came to the door, and she was real mad. She said that hiding Carol was a sneaky thing to do, and that I shouldn't desert Sue all the time to be with Carol. She said I wouldn't have any friends if I kept acting that way. Then I got mad, too. And talked back.
Oh, Molly, you didn't. You know better than that.
Honey, what did you say to her?
I told her I wasn't being sneaky, and that Sue wouldn't have any friends either. It would be her fault for not letting us all play together. Then I left. Didn't even ask about blouse.
Oh, darling. Oh, I'm sorry this had to happen. I know it must have spoiled your shopping trip. I almost feel like calling Sue's mother and telling her she shouldn't treat you that way. Only, it would only make things worse.
Yes. There's been enough bitterness around here. Honey, do you remember what we talked about last night? Well, I think that it's time we turned the other cheek. Why don't you call Mrs. Allen and apologize?
Oh, Daddy, I couldn't do that. She'd start bawling me out again.
I don't think she would. Mrs. Allen's really a very nice person. But parents sometimes forget and lose their tempers when children are involved. Now, you go and call her and apologize. It'll make you feel better. Mrs. Allen will probably apologize right back.
Daddy's right, honey. It's the thing to do. Since you really are sorry, why not tell her so,
Mrs. Allen? This is Molly. I just called to tell you that I'm sorry I talked back to you this afternoon. Thank you. Goodbye. Phew, she didn't sound mad at all. She just said she accepted my apology. But she didn't apologize to me.
Well, that's not important. The thing is, you did what Jesus wants us all to do.
Oh, my stew. I bet it's stuck to the pan.
Well, don't get into a stew over it, madam.
Oh.
Daddy.
Well, these answers look all right to me, honey. I'd say you were coming along fine with your arithmetic.
I get it. Why, Joanne, how nice. Come on in.
It's Mrs. Allen, Sue's mother.
Wonderful seeing you again, Joanne.
How are you, Mrs. Allen?
I'm fine, thanks. But pretty ashamed of myself. I've been awfully foolish. I'm sorry about the way I acted, Molly. Please forgive me.
Sure, Mrs. Allen.
Thank you. And I'm glad that both Sue and I have you as a friend. She's waiting for you right now out in the front porch with Carol.
You mean Sue and Carol can play together again?
Yes, it's all straightened out, and for good.
Hey, Sue, Carol, come on in. Hi, Molly.
Well, Jennifer, looks like you're stuck with us grown-ups. The Three Musketeers are together again.
I'm sure glad things worked out like they did. Me too. Now we can all play together again. I'll say. You want to see my new blouse suit?